Who are you?
I was in the battle at Blackwater. I was a captain and a knight.
Aye, sir. And serving which king?
The one true king of Westeros. Stannis Baratheon.
Who are you?
Oh, he didn't even do any work to edit this. This one's funnier, though. This one's actually funny, though. That meme sucked, but this one is good. I feel like this guy has been reused in so many memes from this Civil War movie. God damn. Jesus.
Was removed. He went on to write a book about this in 2014.
We are 4.2% of the world's population. We buy 70% of the pharmaceutical drugs on Earth.
We are about 4% of the global population here in the United States, but we do not buy 70%.
Explain the red glasses, dude. I don't know. There was some movie called Civil War where the United States supposedly splits in two. And there were like some traveling journalists and some guy, and they run into some dude and like, oh, we're Americans like you. And he's like, oh, yeah. What kind of Americans are you, though? Because like some part of the U.S. split and they're like racist or something.
The pharmaceutical drugs on Earth.
We are about 4% of the global population here in the United States, but we do not buy 70% of the world's drugs. We buy around 6 to 8%. 6 to 8. That's a big difference. And some might say, well, he's talking about money spent on medications. Well, yeah, because we're usually the ones launching them first, so we have first access. But even then, we spend about 40 to 50%.
Can we all agree that the price of getting medicine in the United States is fucking insane? Like, there are some medicines that people require on a daily basis to fucking survive that cost 1,500% more than what it costs in other countries like Europe. It is out of fucking control.
Not 70.
When I was a kid, I always say this. A typical pediatrician would see one case of diabetes in his lifetime. Today, it's 1 out of every 3 kids who walks through his office door.
No, not 1 of 3 children is diabetic in the United States. Up to age 18, 0.3 something, less than 0.4% of children have diabetes. That's type 1 and type 2. That means 1 in 300, not...
Maybe free healthcare would help you, right-wing grifter. Me? Right-wing grifter? Oh my God, he said the thing. Guys, this guy's a right wing. He grifted all the way to the top.
Got him.
Yeah, let me know the viewpoints I've had that have changed. I know, I bet they're all very insincere and illegitimate. I will say, one of the viewpoints I have that have changed was I used to be pro-choice, but I am now pro-life. Unless it comes to rape, incestuous, or life of the mother when giving birth to a child. That's one of the things I think I've changed my mind on. And I think 6 years ago, I was anti-gun, and now I'm very pro-gun. But that's just because I've absorbed new information. I also used to be atheist, but now I'm a lot more, I wouldn't say I'm Christian. I do believe in God, but I believe in like my own version of the afterlife. There's a word for it. I think there's a word for it. Yeah, maybe agnostic. That's probably it.
Wait, you know what? Fuck, hold on. Has he said that he's on TRT? Has he ever said that before? Or is he not? Does anybody know? He says 5 years ago. He said 5 years ago that he got the COVID vax or whatever, and that it's giving him brain fog and those other things. I bet the reason why this guy does the blood donations every 2 months, I bet it's because he's on TRT. That's my guess. That's my guess. That's it. That's all I'm guessing. But it's just funny if he is on something like that, and he's like, but definitely the issue was definitely the COVID vax, not the artificial fucking androgen that I injected myself however often to get.
I also used to be atheist, but now I'm a lot more, I wouldn't say I'm Christian. I do believe in God, but I believe in like my own version of the afterlife. There's a word for it. I think there's a word for it. Yeah, maybe agnostic. That's probably it. Bro, I seen God himself. Oh, I was hallucinating like crazy yesterday. That was.
Oh my God. You know what, bros? It was all the training from the Boogie Arc. And my doctor friend messaged me, but. Because when you do, I think when you do TRT, for whatever reason, there is some reason why, I don't remember why, something about the increase in testosterone increases the production of red blood cells or some hormone marker or whatever that causes you to produce more blood cells. So if you're on TRT, sometimes they recommend doing like a busting a blood load every couple of months. So he's not doing it to get rid of microplastics or whatever. If I don't remember if he said that's why he does it or if that was just an added benefit. He does it because he's on TRT, yeah. because you get erythrocytosis. Erythrocytosis. There you go.
I was sitting on this couch when I heard the news about Christy passing, and my OBS was open because I was talking to Shinya while trying to get my fucking stream set up. I swear to God, Christy was behind me while I was having that phone call. It was surreal. Same thing happened with my grandmother when she passed away. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm a schizophrenic or if I'm a shaman.
1 in 3. I mean, that level of hyperbole is dangerous.
20 years ago, there was no diabetes in China. Today, 50% of the population is diabetic.
50% of China is not diabetic. The rate is somewhere around 12 to 13%, which is...
Just to be clear, I'm sorry, let me be ultra clear on that. There's nothing wrong with getting TRT, especially if you have a real need for it. You actually have low testosterone. Low testosterone, as defined as your exhibit, and you feel like you could be bulkier and happier, like actually symptomatic of low T. There's nothing wrong with doing testosterone, you know, for that. It can have a great benefit of your guy. But it's just interesting that you have brain fog. Like, why would you assume that brain fog is caused by one vaccine that you got 5 years ago, and not the TRT plus mandatory blood donations that you're doing every 2 months for the overproduction of blood that's happening in your body? Like, how does your mind go there? Sorry, I'm done.
Still incredibly high. I mean, if someone was going out and butchering statistics like this over and over again as a resident to me, I would file a report that they need to study more, that they need to do some sort of remediation. But this is the person who's at the top of these agencies, doing it over and over and over again. And people are allowed to make mistakes. I'm not about catching someone in a gotcha. But he makes these mistakes over and over and over again and doesn't issue a correction. That's a problem. Something that I noted even in my debate on Jubilee was that RFK Jr. does not believe HIV causes AIDS. In fact, in a New York Magazine interview published in June 2023, he told the reporter nobody knows whether HIV is the sole cause of AIDS. There are much better candidates than HIV for what causes AIDS. Now, if you're trying to be charitable, you might say, well, maybe he thinks a different virus causes AIDS. But let's see.
Let's see the clip.
There's a lot of people that said it's not a virus. The virus is a passenger virus. And these people are dying mainly because of poppers. 100% of the people who died in the first 1,000 with AIDS were people who were addicted to poppers.
The party drug poppers is what our Secretary of Health and Human Services believes is causing AIDS. I struggle to coherently explain why that's wrong because it's such a ridiculous claim to make.
Can I ask you guys an honest question? Why the fuck can't we just get a president? You know, these people who represent our country. Why can't we get one of them that's like not a zombie? Like, why can't
this? I never buy this. Again, this is always a lie. This is always a lie. Because whenever these types of people say shit like this, okay? And you go, oh, you think they're both old? You think, yeah, I mean, I agree with you, bro. Yeah, it is really shitty. Yeah, hopefully there's somebody that you can vote for next year. What? Oh, you voted for Trump? Oh, all 3 times? Oh, and you took your friends. Oh, and you tweet about him every single day. Oh, and you saw him you went to that celebrity boxing event and you sucked his dick in the bathroom? Oh, that's kind of weird because the way you're speaking, you make it sound like you're kind of indifferent towards both. But in reality, you're just saying that you fucking hate Biden and you don't love Trump enough to let him come deep in your asshole. You would just let him fuck you until he finishes on your back. Oh, my bad. Because the way you were talking, it sounded like you kind of like had a mutual disdain for both. My bad. I didn't understand that. I got confused for a moment. Thank you for clarifying.
Can't they be like 35 or 38? Why are these people like 10 million fucking years old? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish we had somebody, you know, who just wasn't 10 billion years old, where their name is practically inscribed in the Bible because they helped write it.
When we've dropped the death rate and increased the longevity of someone who has HIV because of antiviral medication, to then say that it's because of illicit drug use, just the logic is flawed on so...
Why don't you run for president? Oh, because if my League of Legends all chat logs ever get leaked, I'm never going to be able to show my face on the internet ever again. And that's just the truth, guys. I'm going to be real. 2011, 2010, 2012 Tectone, god damn, the internet could not handle how real of a motherfucker that dude was when he was going off on his teammates.
So many levels that there's clearly an HIV denialism.
These goddamn kids. You would be in trouble for your League of Legends logs. Okay, listen here, whippersnapper, all right? For millennials, there's things that if we would have said on League of Legends, okay, we would be in prison right now. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Happening here that is devoid of any scientific factual logic. Continuing on his crusade to demerit the MMR vaccine, RFK Jr. now claims that the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is not very useful because those who are elderly lose their immunity.
The vaccine wanes about 4.5% per year. So that means older people are essentially unvaccinated.
That's just not true. The Lancet just did a great study on this, showing that the vaccine wanes 0.04% per year. So I don't know if he misread the study, but again, we're having this issue with statistics, and that's a very big big difference because if you factor this out over someone's lifespan, 0.04% and 4% is a drastically different outcome for someone who's 60 or 70 years of age. That being said, is it possible that someone who's 75 loses their immunity despite getting the vaccine as a child? Yeah, it's possible. In fact, for some jobs, I have to do something known as MMR titers to confirm that they are immune to these conditions because they might be exposed to them being healthcare workers, as an example. But to say that it's 4.5% annually, just not accurate.
I'm not against vaccines. I've never been anti-vax. That's something that's said about me to make me look crazy, like a conspiracy theorist. What I've said is let's have...
I feel like Tectone is just using the term crash out as in like gets mad at or goes off, not like fucks up. I'm dying. I'm not actually dying, it's just my throat. Otherwise I feel fine, okay? These are the videos that we should watch. 1, 2, 3, 20. It's like 5 hours of videos. We will get through all these tomorrow, okay?
It says send on my end. You should have.
I want to watch this though. Hold on.
It says send on my end. You should have. Try refreshing.
Hey man, you mind keeping it down a little bit? Just trying to work my novel. You guys mind keeping it down? Trying to write a novel.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Hold on. There are just things I don't understand. Hold on. Okay, first. What was I doing last night? I ate. Oh, I wanted to do emails on the couch. So I took my iPad and then I was watching. Every time I watch this movie, I just feel like there are more and more plot holes that I don't understand, okay? Okay, I'm sorry, just real quick. Okay. Do you know how Batman helps them by, first of all, okay, this whole thing doesn't make any sense. They all have guns, all right? Why aren't they shooting at each other? Why are they all walking?
Open fire.
Like they have pistols. Also, what, like, Batman comes in with the big vehicle here and he disables it. Okay, while you're in the big ass bat vehicle here, why not just blow up the rest of the dudes down there? Why would you just do that one? What's wrong? Why would you do that? You're fucking the cops over so hard. Why would you do that? He doesn't kill? These guys are literally all about to go to war with guns. They're all about to go gun each other down. You're literally to throw the smoke grenades until you're right next to them, isn't it? You're kind of like defeating the purpose of using these. And then they all, why? Why not just keep shooting them? This is just, like, I can understand to a point. Like in John Wick, how all the guys with guns have to punch him first, and it's like, okay, come on. But I get that. Like, it's for the movie, it's action. But, like, this is so stupidly contrived. Why? Also, what is, like, anime... What is anime rated? Anime is not like rated R, is it? No. What's the name of the final bad guy? And it's Vicious, not Vincent. Like, they always have, like, they've got blood and stuff in this. Look at all the blood. Wait. Do the thing where you snap. Look. Hold on. Look at all that blood. Look there. Look at all the blood, right? Why can they show blood in cartoons? And I'm not a guy who's saying there's got to be like gratuitous violence everywhere, but they literally are not allowed to show blood. They can't show blood anywhere. And it makes all the gunshots look so fucking goofy. Like, you get all these situations where people like are supposedly getting shot, and then as soon as the camera turns, they're like, there's no blood on them anywhere.
Go ahead. You come with me.
God, imagine. Also, okay, question, okay? Please give me an answer for this. Why didn't they just blow the nuke up immediately? Why are they driving it around the city for fucking months? Why not just blow it up immediately? Was there any reason? Because I was trying to think, because he's like, okay, it's 60 days, it's going to be unstable. And it's like, okay, but like, why not just But the goal is just blow the city up. Why not just blow it up immediately? Why would you even, like, it's so convoluted, no? Because they had to punish the city for the chance of a socialist utopia to actually happen. I thought Bane wanted to remake society. No, that's supposed to be a troll. He doesn't actually want to remake society. They want to have everybody die and blow up. But then it's like, so why not just... Out of all the garbage media takes you've ever had, this is by far the most garbage one you've ever given. Anne Hathaway is just naturally the most beautiful person in front of the camera.
Because I don't know.
How much weight have you lost to get...
Wait, what? I just said she was beautiful in this movie. I said she was hot as fuck. Didn't I say that?
into this shape?
Forward young man you are. My goodness.
I'm sorry.
much?
You said too hot. Well, isn't that a compliment? Like, damn, you're too hot. This chick is too hot. Oh my God. Isn't that like a compliment? What do you mean? Shut up. Bro, did you even watch the movie? He wanted to punish Batman while he was in the pit by making him watch Gotham struggle under the pressure. So I was like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna blow up Gotham. No. We're gonna have a whole convoluted extended plot to keep Gotham alive for months. Because it's months, right? Just so Batman can be in the prison watching? There's so much I don't understand. Hold on.
I honor my father by finishing his work.
Wait. There's more goofy shit. There's so many goofy things. Look, so the bomb can be blown up by this trigger at any point in time. So they could have just blown it up immediately, and they don't do it. You're like so clearly in some abusive, like subby situationship, and you're like trying to act all tough after this woman just literally fucking like aftercared you back to sanity, and you're gonna act like a big boy now? Come on, that's so cringe, dude. I feel like he would have to kill himself out of cringe. Watch. Okay, look, watch. One of the most, this is one of the, I'm so sorry. I don't know, I'm not like a cinema sins thing, but when you have no blood, it's so goofy, okay? It's so goofy. Also, damn, you guys don't have any, you don't have an armor you could have broken into. You guys are actually out here with your fucking Glock 19s. Come on. Also, again, these guys all walk out on the ice and they fall through and they die in like 2 seconds. How does Batman walk on the ice? That's never explained. Look. Why doesn't he fall through? You know what would have made this scene 50 million times better? Do you know what I learned growing up? Do you know how polar bears cross the ice?
Polar bears have a clever way of crossing the thin ice layer.
Imagine this would be using his brains, okay? Which is Batman is known for being intelligent. Imagine if Batman rolled up like this.
So that it does not break. When the bear crosses, it spreads its legs to spread its weight.
Imagine he comes up like that, and Gordon's like, Batman, is that you? And he's like, light it up. That would be fucking...
So that, surely...
That would be epic, okay? This scene is very epic, though. God, I hate this fucking movie. This fucking loser. This was the Scarecrow guy in the first movie, right? If Batman is supposed to be dead at this point, what's the point of keeping Miranda a secret the entire time? Bro, none of this movie, if you think about this movie for like 2 seconds, okay? Literally none of it makes sense. Why is she kept alive as some secret? Like, what is the secret even from?
George may be paraplegic.
Wait, Batman crossing the ice. What is this?
George may be paraplegic, but he's still fast as F-boy.
True. It would have been realistic. It would have been functional, okay? He could have had like a bat sled or something, right?
This is merely a sentencing hearing. Now what will it be? Death? Sentencing.
Commissioner Gordon.
Also, hold on.
Lawyer determined this is merely a sentence.
Nolan has such a problem writing, or maybe he has other people to write for him. This is so lame. Hold on. You think this guy's about to drop like the sickest death line of all time? Okay, you think so? Hold on. You think?
Now what will it be?
Hold on.
Out onto that or exile.
Crane, if you think we're going out onto that ice willingly, you have another thing coming.
What? What? Really? Boo. You've got another thing coming? What is this? What was this? Is like a boomer competition between the baddest 70s dad phrases? What is that? Yeah. If you think I'm gonna walk across that ice, we should know the town ain't big enough for the both of us. I don't know, bro. Jesus, think of a better line now. A better line now. Literally anything. Literally anything. If you think we're going across that ice willingly, must have been getting high off of those scarecrow fumes a little bit too much, buddy. You fried your brain on that shit. I don't know. And literally anything. He could have literally made a fucking fart emoji, and it would have been better than, "You got another thing coming, Sonny." He could have died of cringe on the spot, and he would have been better than that. God, you know what he should have said death by vaccine. You know what an epic death line, even though he was kind of a bitch character, he wasn't really. God damn, this guy. When this guy died, holy fuck. Jon Snow got mogged so fucking hard. Did you know that in the original script for this episode, since Jon is leaving the Night's Watch anyway, he was gonna let these people live. He wasn't going to actually cut the rope. He was going to drop the sword and walk away. And the actor got so ass-pained by how well delivered that line was, he cut it anyway. And then all four of these actors actually died. But they kept the shot for the...
Tell her I died fighting the wild.
Literally no one cares about you, bro.
I had a choice, Lord Commander. Betray you, or betray the Night's Watch. You brought an army of wildlings into our lands.
Okay.
An army of murderers and raiders.
Okay.
If I had to do it all over, knowing where I'd end up.
Okay.
I pray I'd make the right choice again.
Again. Damn.
I'm sure you would, Sir Alistair.
Oh, and he's like, huh, I bet you would. I bet you would. Right? Oh, okay. So I guess Jon gets the last word. Kind of this little baby bitch. But
I fought. I lost. Now I rest.
Fucking A, dude.
But you, Lord Snow, you'll be fighting their battles forever.
True. And he's like, fuck. He's like, this guy has so many epic lines. I can't say shit. He's like, kill me. Get me out of this cringe camp. Okay, sorry. Why does he trust this bitch again? She's not that hot, okay? He comes back to her and he's like... Also, what is this stupid fucking thumb drive? I know what you want, the clean slate. What is it? This is a 90-day free trial to www.creditwipe.com, okay? And a free subscription to the state courthouse to change your name. Like, what is this? What is the clean slate? Oh my God. Also...
Range.
Sorry, I'm so triggered. When they raided this place, did they not check any of the doors? Or they're like, they didn't think to open anything, I guess. Oh, sick. Don't worry, you still have literally fucking everything.
Well, they won't use radio or cell. Too much interference. Infrared.
Why isn't his armor stab resistant? They say that at the beginning of the movie. It's a tightly woven Kevlar carbon fiber mix, and it's more effective against some things, but not against dog bites. And it helps him be more mobile, so that when he fights Bane, he can go, idiot.
It doesn't have the range. It'll have to be a microburst. Long.
Why are you trolling? Nobody's watched this trash more than once. There's only 2 good Batman movies, or Jack's and Heath's. Wow. Fall just completely absorbed by his like C12 vertebrae. I don't know how far down your back that is. Vertebrae labels. How far down do they go down your back? What's it called? LC. Okay, I don't care that much anymore. Never mind. This happens like 5 times, and he's like totally fine. Oh yeah, wait, that's true too. Why doesn't anybody give him the suggestion of like, what is this rope attached to? Why not just climb up the rope? Hello? He's like, is he gonna figure it out today? That he just that he can just climb up the rope? No, he can't climb up the rope. He has to. Wait, why? Like, look at how shredded all the guys. What do they eat in this prison? Who's bringing them food every day? Wait, when was this movie really? Oh, no, this is way before George Floyd. Because I was going to say, there's no way they would have kept this scene in. I also just love how in every... Wait, is there any movie where, like, the military are not, like, all fucking retards? Besides, like, military movies? You ever notice that, like, for alien invasions or for any, for superhero movies especially, the military is always like, okay, what's up? And they're like, well, I'm the superhero and I have a lot of brains and a lot of, clever ideas. And the military's like, all we can do is shoot the rifle and shoot the missile and we're fucking retarded. We literally can't fucking do anything. And the superhero's like, no, we should do something intelligent. Like, oh, we're going to shoot a missile. I feel like all the Godzilla movies and everything else are like, oh, we're going to fly planes and blow up and die. It's like, okay, well. Shaun of the Dead has good military. Yeah, that's true. They fuck shit up there. Check out the new Alien movie trailer. Wait, I thought Ridley just said he wasn't doing any more Alien movies. Alien Earth. Oh, it's a TV show. I'm stopping. God, this movie was so goofy. Also, wait, what was the reason given? Why did they want to fucking kill the child? That was like demented. And then Bane is like, I'm going to protect you, child. They were just like, whatever, I don't know, okay. Pedo.
You tell the truth, police commissioner.
So Commissioner Gordon wrote this at the end of the last movie, right? About how actually Harvey Dent wasn't killed by the Batman. He was killed by, I guess by himself being crazy, right? Why don't all the people, I guess, are just ass Bane. Like, oh my God, Harvey Dent wasn't real low. But why weren't they all like, oh shit, but wait, doesn't that mean Batman was a good guy the whole time? And we all hated Batman for no reason? Maybe we should have like chilled on him and bring him back. How do you go from him to Bane? No? What was going on there? Why didn't anybody think like, oh shit, we were hunting this poor dude the whole time for no reason? Oh, we're the military. We have no idea. We don't know what we can do. We're so stupid. Ugh.
Bomb.
Someone who can disarm the bomb that's gonna not go off for 3 months. Okay. Okay, I'm done. For real, for real. Why is there a massive cavern under the stadium? What do you mean? Because they were digging it, bro. That's part of the plot. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Dumbass. I also like how Batman, who has like technology and like hidden shit and like intel and ops all over fucking Gotham, somehow fucking missed the giant massive fucking cavern, the giant massive place that was being drilled under his entire Batcave like place. What the fuck? He had no idea? Oh my God.
Molded by it.
Molded. Like, how does he not? Whoa. How does he not know? This is my MAGA face. Is that Trump over there? I'm just kidding.
Not as serious as yours, I fear.
Poor Alfred. This guy was goated. And they ditched him too early in the movie. Also, I like how it was like... Whoa, watch it, call him? They're like...
Like a rat in a trap, gentlemen.
We've got him. There are no doors. There are no... It's literally... He happened to run into the alleyway that I guess is like the nuclear reactor containment facility, where he couldn't just like go into any of these buildings. It's like... This is not GTA 6, gentlemen. This is GTA 2, and you can only enter like 4 different houses. You can't actually go in any. I don't know. All right, I'm done. Okay, sorry. God, there's so much weird shit. There's so much goofy shit with this movie. There's like, it's super goofy, like ultra mega goofy, in inexplicably goofy ways. You will notice this. Nobody's gonna notice the guy jumping out of the fucking, like, this is the stealthiest way to go and talk to him. I feel like this is like D&D with Koibu, and it's like, what's the plan, guys? Check this out, okay? We're gonna rent an inn from across the street. Okay, follow us here, Koibu. What do we have to roll, okay, to get a,
We've written this together.
He's like, Batman, did the city cut your budget?
You were gone.
Outfit's not looking good. That's the ketamine.
What?
Your eye is fuck right now.
My stomach.
I'm wearing my full Batman suit, I promise. You look like you're in Home Alone. Fuck. Let me go get my hockey pads. I'm just kidding. I'm done. Okay, I'm sorry. This shit triggers. Okay, it was just, there's just a lot of weird shit, all right? There's just a lot of weird shit. There's a lot of plot stuff that just doesn't make sense in this movie, all right? So you didn't like the movie? I love the whole Batman trilogy, okay? It's an epic movie. Don't be a hater.
God damn it. It's gone. Come on.
Oh, we were watching this. Okay, hold on, sorry.
Try refreshing.
Hey man, you mind keeping it down a little bit? Just trying to work my novel.
You guys mind keeping it down? Trying to write a novel. Ah! God damn it. It's gone. Come on. What was it? No, I got it.
Oh God, this coffee's making me fart.
Hey, if the coffee's making me fart, do I still have to pay for it?
Oh God. No, I got it. We're good.
Think. Oh, no. Oh, this is good. I'm a genius.
This is really good. Oh yeah. Oscar, here I come.
Hi. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a huge fan. I love Almost Friday TV.
Actually, I don't really work with those guys anymore.
Meta.
They're beneath me. I write screenplays now, so.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Just wanted to say hi. This might be kind of weird, but would you maybe want to take my number?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Wait a second. How old are you?
Old enough. Here, take my number.
Sorry. Just give me a second. Ridiculous, guys. I'm not doing this. Just take it.
Get her number. Get her number.
Do it, get her number.
Come on.
Go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
When you say old enough, what exactly does that mean?
It means I won't tell. Come on, give me your phone.
Do it.
Come on, pussy.
Okay, there you go. Just.
Okay, wait. Now fart when she hands it back.
So, when are you free?
Oh, I'll text you. I'll let you know.
Why don't you come over to mine? My parents aren't home.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Do you have a pool?
Do you have a pool?
I have a hot tub.
Sounds steamy.
That sounds steamy.
So, is that a yes? Hey there, come on in.
Hey.
Ask her when her parents will be home.
When your parents get home.
Oh, probably not for a while.
Okay, fart. Fart. If you don't fart, I'm coming in there. All right, have it your way.
Make yourself at home. I'm just gonna go freshen up.
Okay.
Do you have any condoms?
No, I didn't.
Wait, say you brought huge ones. Magnums.
Yeah, I got huge ones, magnums.
Do you think they'll fit me?
Holy shit!
Is that Chris Hansen? Why don't you have a seat? That's Chris Hansen. You care to explain why you are at a miner's house right now, Chet? You think this is funny? You think preying on underage girls is a joke?
No, absolutely not,
Did
sir.
you ever even think to check Olivia's ID?
Olivia? I thought her name was Candace.
Olivia? I thought her name was Candace.
Candace.
Candy's nuts fit in your mouth?
Candy's nuts fit in your mouth.
I don't think you understand what's happening right now.
Hold it. Easy does it, okay? We're just gonna take a beat. Hey.
Yell chicken jockey. Yell chicken jockey.
Fuck, man!
You got the right to remain silent.
When did you start liking underage girls?
I'm not talking without my lawyer.
I don't want to talk without my lawyer.
Can we bring the lawyers in, please?
Please. My client doesn't like underage girls. He loves them.
Are you admitting to statutory rape?
Is it statutory if my client has a baby dick?
Your Honor, this is all a misunderstanding. My
Stop him.
client is
Represent
part of
yourself.
a prank show.
So, stop. You're fired. Sorry. Your Honor, I'd like to represent myself.
Are you sure, son?
Ask him if he likes Imagine Dragons.
Do you like Imagine Dragons?
Imagine Dragons?
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
Your Honor, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I saw him do it, and ask him about the jack-off parties.
I sentenced you to 5 years in the San Fernando Correctional Facility.
Is that it, pussy?
That it, pussy?
You went 7 years.
Make it 10, numbnuts.
Make it 10, numbnuts. What's up, guys? Fuck you,
Join a gang.
What?
Join the Latin Kings.
The Latin? How am I gonna do that?
Take out the Aryan Kingpin.
Oh, maybe this will be like the ending. It's like, this is Ian, and it's just like a van full of Anisas, and that's why he's been acting so crazy lately, guys. It's gonna be a giant bit that we're gonna be let in on any day now.
He's like twice my size.
Make a content cop now on the guy who promoted your event more than any other person, and do it on behalf of a guy who's not gonna be involved in your event in any way, size, shape, or form.
This is how you prove yourself.
Hey, Holmes, that was some shit back there. You know who you fucked up, homie?
Smells like up dog in here.
Smells like up dog in here.
The fuck is up, dog?
Not much, man. How are you?
Guard! Got a fucking...
Hold your fucking ground.
Fucking do it! Fucking kill me! You work for me now, is it? Hey, what's up, my homies? And this phone right here?
10% of the internet watches is like, I don't understand, what am I watching? It's just like a Johnny Somali stream.
I need somebody to step up and key straight up their ass. Who's this gonna be,
Do it.
Holmes?
Say you'll do it.
What happened to my boy? My sweet baby boy?
He's dead.
He's dead. Go home.
18. 19. 20.
Pinche güero. Órale, te llamé.
Ahí está, cabrones, mira, güey.
Rat him out for cheating.
Yo, I don't play with fucking cheaters, dog.
Órale.
Este pinche mamón, mira cómo habla el güey.
Deflect.
For what?
Bury him.
You gonna run along to the Aryans again?
¿Qué chingado estás hablando con los gabachos, güey?
Ni es latino el cabrón.
Sácalo.
Latino, no, güey, eres un mamón, cabrón. ¿Qué?
What you gonna do about it, Holmes?
Fuck you.
No te agüites, cabrón. Miklo, tú eres el único camarada que confío.
Sangre por sangre.
It's now or never. Here is number 2. It's time to ascend the throne. Make it quick.
Sorry, kid. I have you dead to rights. You're gonna be transferred to death row with a date for execution.
Asked to be executed by firing squad.
I'll take the firing squad, Greg.
Firing squad, are you serious?
Firing squad!
Firing squad! Firing squad! Firing squad!
My son, repent, and you will not die in vain.
Don't do it.
Guys, come on, please.
No. If you repent, you lose the challenge.
I can't go to hell.
Chet, I swear to God, if you repent right now, I swear to God you'll lose the
Liam,
challenge. Don't do it. Don't repent, Chet.
Liam,
I swear you're going to hell.
listen to me.
Do not f***ing no. Don't do it.
I can't. Father, I repent.
God damn it. God f***ing damn it.
My sins.
Dear Lord, I come to you today in sorrow for my sins.
I ask for mercy and forgiveness.
And I ask for mercy and forgiveness.
And may you have mercy on those who suffer from
And may you have mercy on those who suffer from
pride, envy, ligma, and fear.
Wait, ligma?
Ligma balls.
That makes Chet tonight's big loser, which means his funeral's open casket and fully nude.
Hey guys, check out our new tea and a D&D video we just dropped on the Friday Beers YouTube channel. Love you, bye.
Holy shit. I heard they also have a new tea at destiny.gg/merch. Oh my god. Also, can we get a Blestiny in chat? The Slurpin paid off today, guys. He's back in Elon's good graces. Asmongold is the best political streamer right now. Asmongold wins with 62%. True. He did it. He got back there, guys. Thank God. Pretty soon they're going to be grinding mounts together. Elon meeting Khalid Sheikh Mohammed in Guantanamo Bay.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Jesus.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
So people often ask me, do you believe in God? It's an attempt to box me in a sense. It's because the question is asked so that I can be firmly placed on one side of a binary argument.
Yes or no? It helps no one to be reductive.
The reason I don't like to answer it is because A, I don't like to be boxed in, and B, because I don't know what the person means by believe or God. What do you mean by divine? And also, what do you mean by Christ?
That's a complicated question. It depends on what you mean by God. The very notion of belief itself.
Oh my God. Hassan Piker, online politics and the left. Doom scroll.
On the night of the election.
Okay. Jesus. Okay.
I was the only left-wing media figure in a sea of right-wing commentary. Are you consuming the right kind of podcasts? Are you consuming the right kind of movies?
Did lifting weights turn you into a fascist?
Yes. No, it doesn't turn you into a fascist.
I'm just curious where that quote came from.
About how the left needed to compete.
Search your name, you know you want to. When Hassan goes on these shows, he tells them, we're never talking about this guy.
With the media impact of the right. 6-7 years later, what is the status of that project?
A failure, the ultimate failure, complete and utter annihilation. On the night of the election, I was the only left-wing media figure in a sea of right-wing commentary, right-wing commentators on my live stream coverage of the election. And that is after I had to deal with...
Like, bro, you were the... No, wait. Asmongold was doing politics at that point. Did Asmongold cover the election stream? I think Hassan was still larger than Asmongold at the time, right? My timeline is fucked. Or did Asmon have more viewers at that point? He did have more viewers? Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, there are like 2 streamers on Twitch that were basically allowed to do politics. The idea that he was like this left-wing guy in a sea of right-wing streamer. Who else, bro? No one else is even allowed. Everyone else is banned on Twitch. What are you talking about? You literally have like a free reign of the platform, besides, I guess, now what Asmongold has carved out.
Richie Torres, Democratic Congressperson Richie Torres, the ADL, and numerous other Israel advocacy organizations demanding that I get banned from the platform before the election. And in spite of that, I think I was like number 3 or something. And I mean, my views aren't botted, unlike Rumble, Dan Bongino, who was, I think, in the top slot there, and like Charlie Kirk. Just people who are directly in the administration now. But out of the top 10, I was the only person that was left-wing. There was not even a liberal on there. It was just all right-wing content creators.
Why are there so few? I mean, I've been watching the space for a long time, right? It's like, why aren't there a dozen? Why aren't there 20? Very prominent, large audiences.
I think there are numerous hurdles. First of all, it's super easy to digest media that is inherently reactionary, inherently right-wing.
Sure.
So it's much easier to like that. This format lends itself to just simply sitting around, posturing, and saying, "This is just common sense. What do you mean police brutality? It has to happen. Otherwise, you know, they won't say the quiet part out loud. They won't say that, like, or some will. They'll say, you know, black people are inferior or whatever. But most people that want to engage in like right-wing commentary can just like rely on the pre-existing the pre-existing systems of inequality to masquerade as though they have a common sense perspective. All the way from Ben Shapiro to Asmongold, who is a newcomer to the space, even though he's dominating. You laugh.
Is he like the 8th most searched thing on YouTube?
He is a powerhouse, a dynamo. He is now the face of the American right
online. I take a little bit of, I shouldn't say this, I take a little bit of joy in that he's like doing better numbers than Ben Shapiro. I find that to be very funny.
Oh, no, it's amazing. And they'll, like, his fan base and their analysis of politics is so elementary. They look at it like, oh, you're just jealous that he's like #1 as a political commentator. I'm like, no, he was always a bigger content creator than me. I don't care. I do think it's hilarious that like someone who is openly not, I mean, he's not even demonstrating basic hygiene. And aside from like the optics of it all, someone who's like openly not very intelligent about political commentary is like such a...
I wish we'd all be as smart as... I wish we could be as smart as Hassan when it comes to political commentary.
Domineering force on the right. It basically is the proof that the proof of the thing that I always say, which is that it's super easy to grift to the right. It's incredibly easy. It takes nothing.
They call it irony poisoning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Why doesn't irony poisoning work in this other direction? Why does it only move people to the right?
I think it does.
Well, I don't think irony poisoning is a thing anymore. Again, I feel like so many of these talking points come from like 2016 or 2018. Like, it's, but who does this anymore?
I think irony poisoning.
Like a lefty pole communist, for example? Or?
Yeah, I think that's successful to a certain degree. There's just not that many. It is like, America was always very comfortable with fascism. And there was only like a brief...
Oh my God.
...brief period where America fought fascism and then very...
Just in World War II when we were cool with the Soviets and we fought Nazi Germany. But then after that, immediately bad again.
Very quickly turned back and utilized fascism as a way to stop communism. So I think that when all of the forces of the federal government, the intelligence agencies, were actively undermining any sort of revolutionary sentiment, destroying it, sometimes assassinating political leaders, or finding groups that they consider to be subversive and destroying them from within, that tradition has not carried on.
Like, listen to what he's saying. You're saying they were against the revolutionary people, right? It's like, yeah, they went after people, you know, just because they thought they were subversive. And it's like, what does revolutionary mean? What are they? Aren't they trying to subvert the system? It's like, we just use big words here, bro. Okay, follow the script.
Enough that like these guys could go out and meme into existence like a robust leftist force online.
There's a level of state repression that just doesn't apply to the right. Maybe.
Historic state repression and just like complete and utter annihilation of any sort of left movement in this country that has been so successful that people consider Bernie Sanders to be like a radical communist.
I want to ask you about that later in terms of like what left spectrum we're actually even talking about.
Yeah.
But on this topic of memes,
people think Nancy Pelosi's a communist.
Nancy Pelosi?
I mean, they say it.
You do know that in Europe, Bernie Sanders would basically be fucking Hitler, right?
Yeah, they do.
But that's just because he's Jewish.
It's almost famously once said to Joe Rogan, Jeff Bezos is a communist. Jeff Bezos.
Okay, that one actually, so Amazon is a planned economy. There is a small argument for that. Like, there's a fringe argument, but Jeff Bezos is personally not a communist.
Yeah, I mean, I've joked about this as well. Like, I think the best possible thing to do going forward is allow Amazon to engage in horizontal and vertical integration and expansion until it becomes like the dominant force of industry in this country, and then forcibly overtake Amazon and then turn America into a communist country.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Planned economy.
Yeah.
No, I think, well, that is probably more likely to happen than a communist revolution in this country. So
that's is that more likely than
like this is our problem, and this is why these people need to be something different. Okay, you need to call them something different. All right, like retards. No, I'm just kidding. They're not Democrats. What these guys are practicing here, this is something that's not political in nature. It's I don't know how you would describe it. It's not even really activism. It's some kind of aesthetic or entertainment, but it's not political in nature, right? When people are going on Joe Rogan and all this shit, these guys are talking about people that become fucking cabinet members, or they're talking about people that become elected leaders, or they're talking about people that become vice presidents or members of like these political, influential like advisors or surrogates in the White House. And then meanwhile, like, what do we talk about on leftist spaces? Wouldn't it be cool if Amazon got so big that they took over the entire United States, and then we took over the company, and then we made all of America communist? Like, this is a deeply unserious and unproductive conversation. As long as it's masquerading as like a real political conversation. Like, if people wanted to have talks like this, right, it would be sandwiched between, a podcast where you have debates over, what level of Super Saiyan should be considered canon now. And then on the end, it would be, in Harry Potter, could one man use the Avada Kedavra spell to defeat all of Rome in a single day? Like, and then in the middle, you would have could Amazon grow large enough that they could take over the whole U.S. and then we could expropriate them and then have a communist country? Like, this is just an unserious, stupid. It's just a joke conversation. Oh, Jesus. I don't even know what this podcast is though. I'm like coming down really hard on this guy. Maybe this is more like it's just like a for entertainment. Maybe I'm just like being unfair to this guy. I don't know what. No, never mind.
Into a communist country.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
No, I think, well, that is.
Oh, I did. Oh, shit. Fuck me. I'm just kidding. I did talk to this guy. I just remember this. Joshua Cinderella. How long ago was this? I love this guy, by the way. We're best friends. Sorry. 6 months ago.
There's no boundaries to the platforms.
Fuck these windows. God, I've learned so much about everything. That's okay though. We learn.
Is probably more likely to happen than a communist revolution in this country. So
that's yeah. Is that more likely than social democracy though? I would say social democracy is a better bet in the short term.
Yep, maybe. I don't know.
He can't say yes. Hassan can't say yes.
Social democracy though, I would say social democracy.
Like, this isn't the easiest, like, well, maybe instead of the $5,000 an hour minimum wage, maybe we should try like 20 an hour first. And Hassan is like, I'm kind of ideologically captured, bro, so I can't really agree with any of that. But, good joke.
Democracy is a better bet in the short term.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean,
well, we haven't been very
like
successful.
We're going in that direction.
Amazon is doing great, so yeah. On this topic of memes, how should we interpret the White House's meme posting?
Ugh, I want to kill myself every time I see one of these like dog shit AI slop. I've thought about this a lot. It's not just the White House. I think like there's this new wave in the right where I feel like these guys know that they suck and that they're not cool, and they almost wear like being uncool as a badge. Because like because everything's about triggering the libs, right? Triggering the opposition, owning the opposition. That has not changed. That's the underpinning of reactionary thought. Whichever way you achieve that goal, no matter how much you are humiliating yourself in the process, it's still a victory. And I feel like nowadays, like Elon Musk is so deeply uncool and so repulsive in almost like a primal way. When I see him, I'm like,
Why do you think Hassan struggles to carry his audience outside of Twitch? Hassan is one of the biggest political streamers, but in the end, he doesn't pull many Twitch viewers. Because Hassan is a person who morphs his environment to him, and he doesn't adapt to the environment. It sounds like I'm just like insulting, but I do mean it when I say that he enjoys a lot of institutional advantage on Twitch because he's allowed, because of the people that remain banned, that don't challenge him, and then because of the pressure that he exerts on other influencers. Hassan doesn't work to try to become agreeable or influential to those audiences. He works to bend the audiences to him, basically. So it gives you a more rigid control over the people that you do have a hold on, but it makes it really hard for you to branch out and be appealing on other platforms.
Something activates in my brain, or I'm just like so disgusted. But I think he sings to a specific frequency of morons who see that as cool.
It is technically better for his rep, though, that he's at least going out and doing these shows. So, okay. Hopefully I'm back tomorrow and my voice heals at night. I'm dying. I'm going to lose my whole voice. I don't feel sick. My voice is just... Wait. I can't read these out, okay? Oh, that's a bait, isn't it? Fuck. Parts of cars? Wait. Mm-hmm. Close. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Plumber stuff. I don't know what this is. Okay. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay safe.